Determination. The controlling or deciding of something's nature or outcome. The process of establishing something exactly by calculation or research. Firmness of purpose, resoluteness. No matter how it is stated, we can revisit this idea as one thing: making shit happen. In my eyes, being a person with absolute determination is something we should all be prospering to achieve. It is a mental state of being able to look at a task in front of you and without hesitation, tackle it head on. No excuses, no procrastination, just a simple act of starting and executing. I got an email the other day from someone asking me how I stay motivated, and I would like to share my response to this question for you guys. I'm going to throw out a different kind of answer here. Instead of talking about what keeps me motivated, I'd like to talk about what keeps me going. Motivation to me is like an emotion. You can't force yourself to be happy, sad, angry, or scared. Same thing goes for motivation. You can't control when you feel inspired, but there is a trick to this I like to call determination. Determination is the drive to get something done even when the cards are stacked against you. For me, motivation comes and goes, but determination is in your control. That's why every morning I wake up and tell myself that I have a job to do, and I do it without hesitation. When you accomplish a task, you will feel that much better about yourself knowing that you pushed past the internal doubts and completed it anyway. This is how I continue to walk even when I can't bear to stand on 2 feet. One step at a time is better than standing still. Today, I teamed up with a fellow developer in the community, Goodgis, to bring you guys the reasons as to how determination will save your games.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Imagine yourself working on a project for 6 months. You're tired, annoyed, and just downright sick of it. Maybe your game is super buggy, boring, or you're only halfway through completing it. You wanna drop the project, or work on a side project to distract you from your misery. You have 2 options. Give up all the hard work and effort for momentary comfort, or grit your teeth, dig in your heels, and just keep pushing forward. That's the difference between listening to your emotions or instead finding that inner determination.
This idea of fighting the urge to start something new is something most of us will face during our game development journeys time and time again. It's so much easier to just scrap our current game and do something fresh and exciting.
A wise man once said, "Emotions are great servants, but terrible masters." Don't let your emotions get in the way of creating something awesome just because you don't feel like it. I've dropped hundreds of projects because I didn't feel like working on them, and I still fight that regret to this day. But how do you find that inner determination? It's actually a lot simpler than you might think. You have to stop thinking about your game or your project as this big burden. It's not. It's an amazing experience that only you can bring to this world. And treating it like it's anything else than that is just a bad mindset. It's up to you to take control of your thought life. Step up to the plate and in your heart decide what you want to think and what you want to focus on. Your brain is a muscle, and it can be trained like every other part of your body. And when you find yourself complaining about your project or just thinking about moving on, that's when you have to stop, take a deep breath, and change your thought and think, you know what? I love this game. I can't wait to release it. I can't wait to finish this. And if you continue to do that, you'll find that you'll start to finish more games and that people around you will crave that determination and confidence that you have. And I know that some projects just don't pan out, and that's totally fine. There are times that you have to drop a project just because you can't maintain it anymore, or that it's beyond the scope that you originally intended. That is perfectly fine. But for the most of us, I think we struggle with just finishing the projects that we really want to make. And you have to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. So get out there and find that inner determination.
Here's the thing. Without a real passion for what you are doing, you may not be able to find that drive to keep going, but if you do deeply love the process of making games, trust me, having a finished product on your hands is just that much more exhilarating. Determination is about the ability to focus in on the task at hand and leave all the insecurities and doubts locked away. My final thought on how determination will deem you successful is from a talk I heard a few months back on the idea that the majority of successful people have one thing in common. That thing is grit. Grit is the ability to, well, be stubborn. I have heard it be called by a bunch of different terms like determination plus time equals grit, or that grit is the passion and perseverance for long-term goals, but really, it's just the ability to visualize success and to chase it until it is achieved. Being stubborn. Thank you so much for watching this video, and a huge thanks to my new pal Goodgis for jumping on this collaboration project with me and sharing his thoughts for the video. I've been watching his content for a little while now, and I am so thankful to have such amazingly talented friends to work with. If you want more content like this, we will be doing a part 2 over on his channel about motivation, which will be out the following day of this upload. So if it is past January 19th, you might want to check out the description or the carded video to go watch us tackle the topic of motivation. I hope you all learned something today or got a new perspective, as that is what I want to try to achieve with these storytelling videos. If you are not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as it helps us grow and reach a bigger audience to help more creators. And please go over and subscribe to Goodgis' channel as well, because he's been doing some content very similar to this, and he's just absolutely killing the game. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Stay creative.